Alright, that's pretty neat. Hey everyone, this is Beverly signing in to welcome you all back to another video. Today is Mineshaft Part 2. So in the last video I found a cave spider spawner over here, and then also I found a zombie spawner, and as I turn the corner I also find a second cave spider spawner, so literally right next to each other. That is insane. So I blocked that off and I'm continuing to turn around and explore, and far off into the distance I see yet a third cave spider spawner. I have no idea how I'm going to be able to connect all three together. I think I might be able to connect two of them at least to make a farm for XP and some string, but here I finally was able to get a little bit of a lull with the zombies because they were non-stop spawning. Okay, so I was able to see what was in the chest. Not the coolest enchantment, but at least it was something. But I'm gonna keep blocking that off and deal with the zombie spawner in a later time, since I have to have soul sand for the farming aspect. But I'm gonna add this Unbreaking 3 to my diamond pickaxe. That's my first diamond tool in this game, and it deserves an honorary special enchantment. Now I'm just gonna keep mining some more, get some XP, try and find some more diamonds so I can make some more tools, and I find 5 in this first little batch, and I'm gonna just go keep mining as well. I think I'll probably stop at, I don't know, strip mining is quite boring usually, but thankfully I'm a little bit lucky, and later down I find 5 more diamonds, so now I have 10, so that's pretty great for me. I get to make a couple weapons, some armor as well, because I need to make some enchantments. As I come up from the mine shaft, I realize that it is kind of far from my home, and I kind of want to make a land like bridge situation, but it is huge. But to start off, I think I can go ahead and make a little bridge across from my wheat and my sugarcane as well, because it's kind of annoying to cross this river every single time. And some time has passed since I've been mining, and my copper block is now completely weathered. I wish I had seen the other weathering stages, but that's all right. At least I get the cool green, which is what I wanted, and then hopefully I can find some bees later on and I can get all the different kind of weathering days and whatnot. Apparently lots of days have to pass in order to get the complete stages of weathering, but if you're down in the mines for a long time, I don't think you really notice that. So now I have my official armor and first diamond sword of this world, so I can actually put it on display as well. He looks a little naked right now, but that's all that I can afford. And so now moving on, over there is my house and my tower farm, and right here I'm going to make this little bridge across this river, and I think it's really cool, especially with this like cut stone effect. And I want to add some like plants, some vines, of course some lanterns as well, and make a roof and things like that. This is just a pretty simple one I think I found on Pinterest or something. It's pretty basic. Alright, so my little bridge was rudely interrupted by these attackers, and unfortunately they're all crossbowers, so my shield breaks pretty instantaneously, which sucks. But thankfully there's only a couple of them, and I'm able to wipe them out pretty quickly. They're kind of weak. Okay, so now that my bridge is basically complete, I went ahead and designed the cave spider spawner farm. That's a mouthful. And unfortunately, I'm not the greatest at giving guides, so I will attach a link into the description of which video that I use. I use Waddles' version of making a cave spider spawner. It's pretty simple. You gotta just make a big enough room, and thankfully 2 of my cave spider spawners were within the same level of each other, so I was able to actually just extend the room just a little bit more, and then add a bunch of water to one side, and then force them down into this little hallway. There was quite a lot of failures while making it, but there was one time that I came down before any spiders were spawning, and an axolotl spawned from the water, which I didn't think would be possible since it was running water and it wasn't very deep or anything. I actually was able to catch it. I quickly ran and go to get a water bucket, and I captured it, and now I'm going to create a little aquarium for it because I think it deserves it for sure, and I think it's adorable. So here I'm going to go ahead and kind of design this chamber room in a sense of where my cave spider spawner is. I did actually in fact have to change the layout of the final space from the video because with Waddles he put the chest in front of the hopper, and for some reason on my game it wouldn't work if I did like that, so I designed it to where the chest is underneath the hopper, and that's where I was able to collect all my goodies like the string and eyeballs. And in fact I'm going to be using that string for a new project that's going to come up, because here's the thing. As you saw in the last video, I got a ton of cats, and I feel very bad because I have a starter house, and so it doesn't feel very big enough, and I don't think that my cats get enough attention as they should. So I'm going to design a cat house specifically for them. So that's going to be my next video. And I discovered that apparently in Bedrock, oh crap. I was trying to change the ceiling with granite instead, and of course there were cave spiders pushed up into that spot, so I'm just suffering over here. And this isn't the first failure that has happened while I've set up this room as well. I've died a couple times and it's pissed me off multiple times. But anyway, now on Bedrock you're able to turn string into wool, so I'm going to use a lot of wool in a future build that you'll see. But since I was kind of AFK for a bit as I was designing the room, I was able to get to level 30, and I want to see what is a worthy enchantment that I can do. So I'm going to try and see if my armor has anything good, or maybe my diamond sword, but my armor is kind of garbage right here, and we'll just have to see what I can come up with. Depth Strider, that's pretty lame. I don't know. I think I went with Unbreaking too. At least it's something. It's something better than lameness. I don't know. I'm gonna have to grind a ton to be able to get proper enchantments, as well as grinding to get a lot of diamonds, because I need a lot, and I eventually want to get a lot of netherite, but that requires me going to the nether, and I'm not quite ready yet for that. I definitely need diamond armor before I can go in there. And here I'm just doing some finishing touches. I'm doing some stone cutter action here, trying to make some slabs, and I think I add a little bit of aesthetic, a little flair here. I do want to put some more excitement into my little aquarium for my axolotl, but right now I'm not really focused on that. I'm just trying to get the room to look good. But here it is. I was able to do diorite for the walls and granite for the ceilings. I think I really like it. I like the contrast in different colors. And I would love to do some more torches, but I'm running very low on iron, so I really can't do that just yet. But as I was venturing back, I found a random piece of golden armor, I guess from a drowned in a river. So that'll be helpful when I go to the nether. That'll help with trading with piglins. So again, I came back to level 30, so now I'm going to see if I can come up with any better enchantments for my helmet or for a bow. Power 3 is pretty good. I think I might go with that. We'll see. Yeah, all this is kind of garbage, so I think power 3 will work as well. I would love to get infinity. That's number 1. Like, I need to find freaking fortune 3, looting 3 or 4, I don't remember which one it is, and infinity. And look at my bridge. Oh my gosh, the vines have grown out. I added a couple chains and some lanterns. I'm gonna add more, but once again, I have very little iron, and I also made a little garden this side. And also, when I was raiding villages earlier, I found this painted terracotta cubes, glazed terracotta, whatever, and I think it'll look really cool with my aquarium, although it looks kind of weird right now since I have very few. but I think it's an added flair, added color to this, and I think my axolotl will really like it. Maybe I can see if I can find some more friends to add to my axolotl's aquarium as well, so it's not just one sad little. Hey, so I went to look for some fish for my axolotl, and I found a pyramid temple situation. I'm pretty sure these are full of booby traps or something, so I'm going to be very careful about wandering around. I see in the center there's like a blue purpley block that I need to completely avoid because I don't know what that means. It very much looks like danger to me, so I'm gonna see what I can find. I'm afraid that there's like a bunch of mobs here because there's no light anywhere, but the space is really small too. And I also like these little creeper face stone somethings. I know that you can make that face on like a different kind of cutting tool. I just don't remember what it is, but I'll have to look it up later, and I'm definitely gonna take those. So now that I've explored and this area is really small, I see that there is a dig down in here, and I have a feeling that pressure plate is not the best thing. I'm not supposed to step on that. I'm 99% sure. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of TNT, so I'm just trying to see and make sure that there isn't anything more, like any more booby traps or something. It seems pretty small, but I don't know. It's kind of cool as well. I've never seen anything like this before, and it's pretty close to where the village was. I literally just turned around and went to a different direction, and I found it. It just was really crazy. I was looking for fish, and I found a freaking temple pyramid thing. So I'm gonna try and safely go down the center. I have very few blocks with me because, again, I was not expecting to find this, so hopefully I can use the materials that I have with me right now so then I can safely traverse down. Okay, so I made it down here, and I actually didn't think that I could remove the pressure plate. I thought that I was going to be stuck with having to avoid this area, which I still very much do. I still lay down a block, and I'm going to open these chests. I know that there's only 4 of them, and it's kind of lame loot, but I can empty my pockets a little bit. I will take this gunpowder though, and I find an enchantment book, but it's also pretty lame, but that's okay. And I'm also not taking any of the string because I have a crap ton with my cave spider spawner area, so no thanks. And like I said, I wanted to double check and see if I was correct, and I was. There is TNT down there, so if I stepped on that pressure plate, I would have been totally screwed. Maybe not too terribly, but that would have sucked. And so now I'm gonna steal all these creeper faces and put them in a build somewhere. Alright everyone, I've made it back to my cave spider spawner area, and I'm just doing the finishing touches here. I finally was able to get enough logs to create the beams and support beams of this space, and I am able to close this off finally. I made a fancy little door so that I can traverse up and safely. And I have a little axolotl aquarium. I have a little cave set up with a chest and crafting table. I have my cave spider spawners here. I'm wanting to see if I can put these creeper faces around here, but I realize that I have to do it on the wall in order to actually see them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that as well, and also kill some more spiders because I'm almost level 30 again. That's the other thing. I was really scared of dying before at that pyramid because I did not want to lose all my XP. I'm sick and tired of dying, but I think this looks kind of cool. I don't know. I feel like it looks a little random as well, but at least it's something. I think it's cool that I found that. So without further ado, I guess this is the end of the video. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you feel like sticking around for new content, please subscribe. If you like this video, please leave a like down there. It really helps me to know if you really enjoy this content. And with that being said, this is Beverly signing off. Bye!